What's up, MPX addicts? Welcome to the MPX Rehab. I'm your host, the hashtag Certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith.
And this last week was Wrestlepalooza. And it was quite a show.
It was a palooza.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it's like it had a bunch of stuff happen in it that could spell some very interesting times for certain wrestlers.
This show really did seem to set up most, if not all, of the big storylines we've got going into the future incoming shows and months.
Yeah.
Starting with, the first match and the announcement after that. The still dominance of Los Reyes de la Fernando, blah, blah, blah.
Just Los Reyes.
Los Reyes. And then, just going on and further into the night and the main event, there are little pieces of stories everywhere in this show that you can tell they're building something big, either at the Purge, Purple Rain's also a couple months away, so there are things definitely building.
Oh yeah, definitely. But let's go ahead and get into the matches, because the first match of the night, Tommy Becker, taking on Devion Black. Now Tommy's had an uphill battle since Gauntlet for the Gold, in which he, things haven't gone quite well for him. Like I said, I've always liked the fact that he's seemed more like the scrappy underdog than the, conquering hero after that.
Yeah, and he has, even in, like you said, it hasn't worked out well for him. Gone for the Gold's one of the best performances of any wrestler we've seen at MPX. That performance that night, the Gauntlet, the almost Iron Man, it was 4 minutes short of an hour. It was one of the best in-ring performances we've seen at MPX in a very long time, if not ever.
And of course it's Tommy.
And then the match against Schaefer, yeah, he lost, but that match was still very good. Like, Tommy Becker is on fire, and everything is just working perfect for him right now.
And it was the fact that, it's like, yes, he lost that match, but there were circumstances that caused him to lose that match. Because then he comes back, taking on the technician, Devion Black.
Yes.
And, it's like he is in top form for the entire night. And what I loved is the fact that this match, it told the story the whole night. Devion hit wrong at one point, hurt his leg, and because of that, while he didn't do the brutal, beat up that leg and, get it caught in the corner and kick at it and everything like that, he was still able to capitalize on it later on to get the win.
Right, he was still working on it because he saw it, and just, being the submission technician that he's kind of been as of late, saw it and started just kind of working on it. Not the brutal Becker way that we know and love, but the, technician way to weaken it. And it was also nice that, Tommy got a little dose of his own medicine. He hurt his leg, and Devion was going after it. This match was very good. It was back and forth. It was great. And then, like you said, the Tommy Becker picking up the win, picking up on the little scraps that he needed and saw to continue.
And then, after that, basically saying, it's like, I am the best wrestler in Texas. And if you remember, that's actually kind of a callback, too, because he was a member of the best unsigned tag team in Texas.
In the world.
In the world.
No, Universe. That's right. Jamie upped it. It was Universe.
All the way up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we're going to have to ignore that part then.
Bullshit. Boycott.
I mean, not the match, but
boycott.
But
yeah, Tommy,
boycott El Jefe trending.
No.
Some people might. But yeah, so Tommy coming out with the win and then getting the mic and saying that he is the best in Texas. He's proven it time and time again in these past couple of months. Even before that, he's always never doubted himself, even though other people have.
Yeah.
And he said, like he said, I've done everything here at MPX but one thing. He needs that one thing to be a Grand Slam champion, and he wants that Addicts title. So he issued the challenge. He gets a title shot at the Purge. If he wins, he's a Grand Slam champion. If he loses, he'll never wrestle in Texas again. And it's that phrase and those words that terrify the fuck out of me. I mean, when you look, and this is, of course, all biasness because it's me, and I'm going to talk about me because I love me. Not really. I hate myself. Anyways, when I first moved back, from Maine and came to the new rebranded MPX, the first people I gravitated towards was Tommy, Ryan, Dave, and Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie, because I always loved him even before from the old building. And now he's got this group. He's endorsing them. Cool. These are my guys. Mm-hmm. We lost Ryan. We've lost Jamie. We've lost Dave. I don't honestly know what I'll do if I lose Tommy. Like, Tommy's the only thing I have left, you know?
Yeah,
so
no,
it sucks. And it's that key phrase. If you just would have said, oh, I'll never wrestle, I'll retire. There's that chance. Oh, cool. Maybe he wins. Mm-hmm. The phrase, I'll never wrestle in Texas, I'm like, that's too specific.
Yeah. That is not the, well, all loser leaves town or something like that kind of match. That's one thing, but yeah, this one,
it's weird. I don't like it.
And, well, he did get an answer, but we'll get to that later on.
Yep.
After that, we had a match in which I'm guessing you're kind of happy with how this turned out, because not only did the rest of you actually don't like so much not show up, but one of the ones you really did.
So let's re-clarify this, because people are going to say I fucking hate Chandler Hawkins. I don't hate Chandler. He's just not my cup of tea.
I never said
I feel like that's what you just said, though, and that's how people will take it.
Well, that's how people will take it. Sure.
He's just not my cup of tea. I think Chandler is talented for what he does. It's just not for me. Now, to me, in my own personal opinion, yes, the matchup we got is better than what Kari and Chandler would have done. Mm-hmm. I think Kari having the open challenge or whatever because Chandler's not there, and having Cavens answer that, who is beloved by the addicts.
Oh, yeah.
And is style-wise matches better with Kari.
Oh, yeah, no, I enjoyed the hell out of this match.
This match was amazing. I mean, it probably is my match of the night. The main event's really close. I'm not gonna lie, the main event's really close. But this match was amazing, and it's like I've said before on this show. To me, right now, and it's early on in the awards or whatever, Kari is Wrestler of the Year for MPX for me, for the matches he's put on, everything he's done since becoming a main player with the Prospect title.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's on the list, short list for.
Like every matches he's done is just been amazing, and to me, still, like I said, match of the year, him and Stevie Hendricks, hands down. Mm-hmm. So to me, when you look at this, you have the Wrestler of the Year, and again, my opinion, Kari versus the debut and upcomer and the new favorite in Cavens, and they're going head to head, and it was an amazing match, and I really liked the finish.
I didn't.
See, I liked the finish because it was, so Cavens is on Kari's back and the sleeper roll choking him out. Well, Kari's finisher is from that position. So literally, I know it looked weak, but that's because he was passing out into it and then passed out on top of him. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and the ref wakes me and goes, I won. I was like, that is awesome. I won't lie,
I did enjoy that part.
That was beautiful.
It's just how it did not look very impactful when Cavens hit. So I'm just sitting there going, okay, so he's going to.
Which, I mean, it shouldn't have looked impactful because Kari didn't have the full weight to go through it.
Yeah, but
like I liked it. I thought it was great, and it's one of those two where it also kind of solidifies Kari's finish. Like, it doesn't matter how impactful he does it. Once he hits it, he hits it. I mean, I liked it.
Indies.
Yeah, I know, but still, I enjoyed it. I thought that finish and end of the match was beautiful and well done. And like I said, I loved. The thing I've always liked about Kari are the expressions. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The sheer shock on his face when he goes, "Oh, I won!" Like, that was just great.
And that's actually one of the things that really made this match stand out, where I actually do agree with you. Despite how I feel about the finish and everything, this is definitely match of the night for me. Oh. Because between Dylan having that very expressive face that he's got, with the, almost comically expressive face that Kari puts on, it's like the two of them going at it. Especially when there was people yelling for Cavens and everything. And it's just like, it was really great as a matchup between these two. It was great, and the other thing I really liked about this was this is the first time when Cavens does that little misdirection thing, someone stopped him. Yes. Kari stopped it, and I was like, that's amazing, because we have enough of Cavens and MPX now that there is quote-unquote tape study
that a wrestler like Kari, who is one of the smart ones, reincarnation excellence, all that stuff, should know everything Caven's going to do before he does it. And he did, and I was like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, that was great.
And the thing is, Caven still was able to get enough of it off that you could tell where it was going.
Yep.
And
then stop it.
Yeah.
It was well done.
Like those people who is like, when you're not entirely sure why, people are just laying there for the worm, the rock bottom, all those big, flashy moves, but it's coming.
Right.
Or even worse, when they're standing up and the crowd's going nuts, and it's like, Randy's right behind you.
Yep.
You should know that by now.
No, that's always out of nowhere. You never know that.
Yeah, it's always out of nowhere. Even
he's going to come right here, so
Even if he's doing that serpent coil that he does.
Yeah, he's just got to watch pounding the shoulders, so
But it was really, honestly, a great match. Kari winning doesn't upset me because with him being the prospect champion, him looking strong matters.
Yes.
And I was almost kind of expecting this to end in either like a double count out or no contest or something like that, insofar as it's like, you've got the rising star of Dylan Cavens and, of course, like the prospect champion. And it would have made some sense there, too. But I'm okay with this.
Yeah, but in the end, I feel a loss to either one of them. Say Kari lost. Doesn't matter. He's still a prospect champ. He's still very deadly with it. Fucking, when Edge was Money in the Bank the first time, he was on a huge 2 or 3 month losing streak when he cashed in. He literally lost that night to, I think it was Shawn Michaels, then cashed in on Cena. Like, it's one of those where, because of the prospect title, he's still very dangerous, and every match that he's done, it's one of those, it wouldn't hurt him. Caven's losing, I don't think it hurts him because of how much over he is with the Addicts and how good his matches are. So either way, I don't think the win-loss necessarily would matter. I do feel, and maybe it's because I just hate draws, I think the draw would have hurt both of them, which is weird. But I feel the draw or double count out, or they're both passed out. Like, say Kari hits it and didn't fall into the pin and kind of just fell back, and they do the 10 count, and no, there's no winner. I think that hurts both of them. But no, like I said, thoroughly enjoyed this match. One of my favorites of the night, if not match of the night. Like I said, it's very close with the main event, but this was great.
Then we had the singles match as Caleb Riley, the Golden Boy, went to face off against Dylan Smasher with El Jefe in his corner.
Yes.
So, Tony, it was great to see you, of course. And, it's like, I will give credit to Caleb. He survived longer than a lot of people expected.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know, that's one thing that bothered me a little bit. I was just like, this should have been more of a dominance. No,
I agree.
I hate using the word squash, but it should have been a more, think of when it was Remedy and Zero. How amazing that was, because Zero still had the, a couple of punches here and there, still got some stuff in, but then Remedy took over and just killed it. And it was great.
Yeah.
I feel they should have done with this maybe. Caleb gets a little bit here and there, and then Dylan just stops it, kills it, 1, 2, 3, done.
To give the hope spots to Caleb.
Yeah.
So that it looks like maybe, just maybe, he can have a fighting chance, and then Dylan just completely,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, there's a reason he's called Smasher.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's kind of clear when you look at this group and you look at this stable and what they've built. He is the enforcer. He is the big bad.
Oh yeah.
Now Morte is been labeled the assassin, which makes sense given that he was the first one there and kind of doing this and that. But Dylan is the enforcer. He is the one who you're going to send in when you really want to send a message or when you really need to just beat someone up.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I felt, especially under this new rebranding and umbrella of Dylan Smasher, I do wish it was more of a just, like I said, I hate using the word squash, but I really do wish it was more of a just boom, 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 done. Get in, get out.
Like what they tried
a 5-minute match.
What they did with Braun Strowman when he split away from the
family. Just like a 5-minute match. Like I said, give Caleb a little bit of those hope spots like Zero did with Remedy. And that would have, I think, worked amazingly.
Yeah. And of course, I just love the fact that so much hate from the crowd for Tony.
Dude,
it's beautiful.
It is amazing.
It's like I've always felt that with the Addicts, it's really hard for the Addicts to truly hate you or anything like that. To truly despise you.
I think there's a difference in, because let's rephrase. it's the truly hate and the fact to where they will play along with you. Now, if they truly, truly hate you and they don't make a sound, you're doing your job wrong. Like, that's the heat you don't want.
Oh, yeah. No,
and that's not what they're, and that's not what they're doing. They actually really, Tony does get in their skins.
I love to watch it. And, of course,
I loved how they did change the music. How it's now the Spanish version of Gangsta's Paradise. And I think it's also great. It's Los Reyes. The Spanish version of Gangsta's Paradise is playing. And you have two white guys come out. Just beautiful. Fucking heel.
Tony Snow is a Mexican American.
Just beautiful heel work. It's great.
But no, actually, did you read Tony's post earlier today?
Yes, about how Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise is. So I agree. Tony, I love that story, and that actually makes me love you having that as your entrance theme all the more, because it's just like, it's a fuck you.
It is.
And it's the best way to put it.
And there are times, because like, we love El Jefe. He's our friend. We're so happy and proud of him. And even myself, who realizes that, gets sucked in at times when he's out there, because I'm like, oh, fuck you. Oh, god damn it. Every time he goes after he goes after Grandma Silver. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's all, oh yeah, god damn it, you're doing your job. Fuck. Like, it's things like that.
I will agree, that is the one where I'm a little murky. It's like, but it's Grandma Silver.
But then he does it.
But otherwise, I go completely heel mark for him, because it's just like, yes, destroy him.
Yeah.
Kill him. Oh, he stabbed Zero in the back. Love you, Zero, but yes.
I know, it's great. And that's the other thing, like with Zero, where he kept talking about the Stars playoff. I'm like, fuck you. I was like, damn it, you're doing your job, but fuck you.
Hey, like I said, welcome to Dallas, Texas, where choking is an art form.
I'm going to kill you later. When's the last time, any of your teams won? Has Detroit even been? Has Detroit been in the Super Bowl?
It's like, no.
Okay.
No. The last time they were in anything like that was 1950s, before the NFL as a whole was a thing.
I was going to say, the last thing I think was the
1953.
No, yeah, for Lions. I'm talking about Detroit in general. Pistons in the late 90s, I think, with Ben Wallace.
No, Red Wings.
Red Wings won in the 2000s? I know they won 90s, but 2000s?
I think they run one.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, dude, don't forget, I'm also from San Antonio. Go Spurs, go.
Well, that's fine. It's at least still Texas. It's yeah, we have one. And we beat the super team. Fuck LeBron.
Oh, yeah. But
anyways, we're way off topic. What's the next thing?
But that's one of the fun things about the show. But yeah, Dylan Smasher with an incredible win. I'm actually looking forward to what's going to happen next week, because now the mix-up of Los Reyes, I was not expecting.
Yeah,
and but
with the news we just saw in the chat, I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
Like, we almost had all of Los Reyes there.
Well, I was going to be sad to miss it anyway, because I wanted to be here next weekend. But
of course you're not.
I'm going to Marshall. I got an Iron Belly to support.
Fine.
But then after that, we had the strap match that wasn't a strap match.
Oh my God, yeah. And I don't know why, but last week when I said it, I was like, something tells me it's not going to be a strap match. It's going to be, they have belts. And then, we get to this show, Red comes out, or Mikey comes out, and I just see the belt ding. I'm like, damn it. Why did I know I was right? I just, this, and that's the thing too, is, yes, they used the straps, but they used it maybe the first 5 minutes, and then they were just kind of by the wayside. They were kind of gone. Yeah. They weren't really used.
Yeah, it's like, there were spots in which they were used, such as like Grandma Silver beating Mikey's ass.
Yes.
that was funny.
But that's what I feel like. Like, this should, if this is what you're gonna do, and while I personally hate the lumberjack strap matches, just because I hate fans being a part of it with strap, because you can't trust them, as we've seen in the past. Just ask Dave.
Silver was involved in that one too.
Yes. That would have been better than this. If you're going to have a strap match, have the actual strap match where they're attached. They have to hit all four corners. That, I think, would have been better. Because to me, it's slightly false advertising to a degree. And again, it's just based off our wrestling fan brain of what we know.
Yeah, it's like what we know a strap match as and what this was. And it's like, I can see why it's called a strap match.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I mean,
it's
this
like,
is
I don't know, a leather strap match or something.
I mean,
like
this
that.
is just belt boxing. We did this in high school, where you just took a belt and tried. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, I
yeah,
do.
exactly.
God damn it.
That's all this was. Is just fucking taking a belt and trying to beat each other across the chest, where you take your licks. The other thing that bothered me about this, and it doesn't bother me that much because now that I think about it, it's probably part of the heel persona. But Mikey wearing like 3 or 4 shirts.
That was hilarious.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing, puss? Oh wait, no, this kind of goes to your gimmick. All right, cool. I guess I get it.
It reminded me of something, and that actually just popped up in my
the shot
feed
proof?
today. Yeah, because in my memories from the MPX, the match between Baby D and Tatum Manning,
Yeah.
when he had the 3 shirts on
Yep.
and one of them said shot proof.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that was, yeah,
Yep.
that part was beautiful, wonderful.
Yeah. Like I said, just the match was good. Mikey and Red obviously have good chemistry together. The match is great. It's just it should have been called something different, maybe.
Maybe.
Because again,
we need to tread carefully though, because Palmer says that he's keeping Morgan Mercy from us.
Yeah, okay. Because again, just our wrestling brain, that strap matches, they're tied constantly, almost like a dog collar match. Like if this would have been, it's a dog collar match, but they come out and there's no chain, they just literally have dog collars on. What the fuck is that? I mean, it's just that's kind of the same thing to me. God damn it. That was actually curved. But anyways, match 5.
Match 5.
She gets one good one a year, guys. Come on, grab it.
That was a good one.
MPX Addicts Championship match. Aaron Eagle going to be taking on Brooke Tyler and Nate Collins. The Rockstar, Concrete, and the Hero all in the ring together. This one, it's that whole thing of it was predictable, but predictable doesn't mean bad.
No, it actually worked very well. I thought it was good how most of the match, Rook and Nate tried to keep Eagle out of it.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting and cool. And then having Eagle, God, this inflates his ego, be the conquering hero to get back in and beat both of them to retain his title, it worked.
Yeah.
And the match, like I said, was good. When we talked about it last week, I didn't really like the idea because it just didn't make sense. It's weird. But the match, they played it out well. They laid it out beautifully. I loved the keeping Eagle out of it a lot. It was great.
It was like that part, along with the fact that it was very obvious. Aaron was like, "No, let's work together and take out Rook, and we can decide it amongst ourselves."
Yeah.
And Nate's like, "Nah, I'm in this for me." And I'm just like, "Yes."
But the thing that I liked about this match, it wasn't even, and I like the match, don't get me wrong. The thing I loved that came out of this was everything in the Annex group about Rook, Zero, and Avon need to be a stable. They need to be a faction. They need to be a trio. They need to be a tag. And then Zero even, I don't know if he realizes he did it, but he gave them the perfect name of BOP, Bastards on Parade. That I thought was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I don't even know, like I said, I don't even know if he meant to do that.
Yeah.
But Bastards on Parade for Rook, Zero, and Avon, that's beautiful, I think.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I thought he said probation.
That's only
No,
Zero.
he's off of.
Yeah, we both were like, we're gonna say it. Oh shit, don't say it.
We love you, Zero.
He ain't watching this.
Yeah, Stars game isn't on, so he's not.
But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was good. But to me, what came out of that match in the Addicts group, naming that faction, naming that trio, wanting that tag team, and
Maybe eventually somebody will get on that.
But that's the thing, it's perfect at MPX.
I agree.
Like their attitude, the faction. We don't have a lot of tags and trios. I mean, we have tags. But like factions and trios, stuff like that, which I know is weird because we're about to talk about a trios match. We don't have a lot of that.
Yeah.
So to have one that's kind of there, that is very punk rock, that is very kind of what the Addicts are.
Yeah.
That I think makes the most sense to have it at MPX.
Yeah. Honestly, actually, I think Texas, especially Texas wrestling, could benefit from trios.
Yes.
As a concept, because like you said, we are about to talk about a major one, and even with one of the teams being a little different in its usual form,
Yeah.
it's still a good trios team.
It was. But before that, you know, like you said, Eagle winning,
Oh yeah.
answering Becker's challenge.
Yes.
Where he's like, fine, but guess what? It's going to be something I've actually got experience in. It's going to be something that I am used to back in my day. Which one I like to call back because not again, even though he's on our show, a lot of people didn't research, look up, or know Eagle's history. So to have him say it's going to be a ladder match, which one? We love ladder matches.
Oh, yes.
And then two, it's so perfect for the Purge because the Purge is anything goes, blah blah blah. It's all that. But given these two men, they're not really hardcore guys, so to speak. Yes, Eagle has it in his past. We've seen Becker do it here and there, but not a lot and not nearly his favorite, obviously.
Yeah.
But to do a ladder that fits both of them,
Oh,
it's great.
And especially since you can tell that Aaron Eagle is kind of stacking the cards in his favor. Because, you know, it's like Tommy's still got that leg. I mean, he is long recovered, but after an injury like that, sometimes...
It's that, and then it's also, like you said, I mean, I'm trying to think. I think Tommy's had one ladder match, maybe. And I don't even remember if it was actually him. I feel like there was a tag ladder. I don't think it was MPX. I think it was elsewhere. But I do think they had a ladder match him and Ryan before, and I may be wrong. But it's one of those where, yeah, it is stacked against him, but it's also really stacked against him because if he loses, he's gone.
Yeah.
So...
how Aaron was talking about, you know, it's like, here's Tommy before canceling, here's Tommy after canceling.
Yeah.
Like,
which, again,
I hope not.
I love Eagle's fucking social media presence. It's beautiful.
Oh, he's really good at it. But then we had that trios match, the 6-man tag match, as Culture Shock, Danny Orion, Caleb John Cartier, and Ollie Summers
Fucking amazing.
gone and called out the Monster Hunter, Matthew Palmer.
Yep.
And so Matthew Palmer went and got, well, his boys.
Yep.
That's what he said.
I know.
On the video.
I know. And it still confuses me because I'm not allowed to call them the boys anymore, yet Palmer can.
He's not calling them the boys here. They're his boys.
Oh, like Dalton Castle with his boys?
Yeah.
That's what they're going for?
Yeah,
That's
sure,
it? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
You don't know Dalton Castle and the boys?
No, I don't.
Oh, Jesus Christ, one of the best entrances ever. Anyways, I'll show
no,
you later.
This was one of the best entrances
Yes,
ever.
this. Okay. And that's the thing I feel people are, because we already saw in the comments, this was match of the night. This was entrance of the night. This was entrance of the year.
Yeah.
The match itself was good, but it was not match of the night.
I even put in the notes, best entrance ever.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
The entrance was amazing. Obviously, I was super excited to finally see Culture Shock as a team and work, because we've seen them individually. I've seen clips in them, on Facebook and stuff, and everything they're doing, and they're killing it down south in San Antonio and Houston and Austin and all that. So to have him here was amazing. I really enjoyed them. And then I kept trying to figure out, I was like, okay, well, Palmer, Gabe, and Prince, yes, they know each other, they work together. I'm pretty sure we've seen them in a team one way or another before. So this is cool to see what they do. And then they did the little video with It's Scorny Time, and then it played Don't Stop Believing, and they came out, it was good. One of the best entrances ever. I really love how Tommy fell off the barricade but caught himself and made it look like he meant to do it. Like, that's just, that takes skill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
How I don't think anyone really, because again, everyone thought he meant to do it. And you clearly, if you were watching, he did not mean to do that. But yeah, best entrance by far.
The fact that we got the trios working together and beating each other up for a moment, and complete with a 99% of a
I was just about to say one of my favorite things out of this match is Palmer pretty much doing the centerfold dive.
Yeah,
and it was just beautiful.
I saw it from a different angle from the video. When I saw the video, I'm like, oh, he's right. Yeah, he didn't do all of it, but.
My two favorite things about that was, one, we got the centerfold dive back after we literally just talked about it, which was great.
Yes.
And then the second thing, as soon as they get in the ring, good dive, old man. And Palmer's just like, the fuck? Just amazing. Everything they did was great.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, yes, I enjoyed the match. The match was good. To me, it is not match of the night. It is entrance of the night, entrance of the year, probably entrance of the decade. But the match itself was good. And again, like I said, I was super excited to see Culture Shock.
Sky at Destiny.
Yeah.
Complete with the saxophone.
Yes. I don't know.
I don't know.
I like
that a category to.
Oh God, are we gonna have the entrance of the year?
Yeah.
I mean,
we've had some really good.
I was gonna say Cavens with his fucking whatever anime thing was. Yeah. All right.
Like, we've had some good entrances, and you know what? The year's only half over.
Yeah.
So
we still have Purple Rain. Somebody's going to be Prince.
Oh yeah.
Just don't know who.
But yeah, so we'll definitely have to go with that one.
Yeah.
Palmer didn't even smoke per Palmer. That was natural.
Yeah. If you know all three of them, they definitely probably smoked. Just saying.
If nothing else, there was definitely THC in the system.
Well, that's 24/7 for all three of them.
Exactly. But yeah, no. This one, I don't know if this is going to sound controversial, but it almost felt like a Harlem Globetrotters match.
It was, to a degree. But again, I think I liked it because, like I said, I was excited to see Culture Shock, and I felt, even though, yes, it kind of did seem it was all scorny time, and they had the biggest things, and they did this and they did that, they still made Culture Shock look good, credible. And like I said, as it's been, I know all three have been here before, but it's been at least over a year.
Yeah, they were all beaten by the Iron Belly.
They were kind of all new to this group of addicts.
Yeah.
And it worked, you know. Like I said, I think they made Culture Shock look good. Hopefully we get Culture Shock back, even as a tag, as singles, just, you know, kind of keep them around, even a fucking rematch, you know. But yes, it was very, what's the term that people always call PW? Spot fest. That's kind of what it was at times. Yeah. Yes, they had the little, you know, ground and pound here and there. I think Tommy was the one that took most of the abuse.
He did, yeah.
But it was still good.
Yeah, no, it was a good match. And then, of course, we have the MPX Championship match, the main event. Tatum Manning defending against Shibashi.
Yep.
And, well...
I was going to say, what do you call it, Shim Sham or something like that?
Shim Sham.
Yeah. It was great. The promo they did before, I thought was good. That's Sham. Yeah. Everything they did before, the promos, the vignettes, the match itself, it was good. Tatum is one of those, again, right now, he is good. You can't touch him. He has really kind of kicked it up and stepped it up in the past couple of years. And then Shimbashi, again, being one of those that is a year and a half, 2 years in, we're not exactly sure, but has been killing it ever since he's kind of stepped on the scene.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, this match on paper looks good, and they delivered. It was good. Like, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it just, for me, yes, it's a very close second to match of the night, but for me, Kari and Kavins was match of the night.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, after the match was over, Sky came back to try and attack Tatum.
Well, not even, let's kind of burying that. Isaac came back. Isaac was there. Yeah. Like, Isaac is the one who's petitioning and fighting whatever fucking fake Texas Wrestling Commission we have. I hate that stupid. I don't like it. I specifically didn't talk about it because I don't like it, but we have to for this because it's going to play into story. Anyways.
I have a feeling that I know where it's going to lead to in the short term, but in the long term.
Yeah, I think I even said it. I don't know who I was joking with. Was he joking with you or Richter? I was like, I pray to God this is only a 3-week thing to the purge. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, no. And they're like, at least a couple months. I'm like, bullshit.
We'll see.
But it's obviously going to play into some big storyline, which, okay, I guess, fine. But the fact that Isaac came back, I thought is very interesting because we had even talked about it last week. What I wanted is, yes, Isaac come back, but I want Sky to not even listen to him. I want Sky to become literally unhinged and just fuck everyone, not listen to anyone, and just start murdering everyone like he used to.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen.
No, it didn't, because, you know, and it makes sense, because, okay, you're going to, and again, it's Sky, so you got to think, and I mean this because I love the man the most, not the smartest. So you're going to do the same thing twice. Of course Tatum's going to be prepared for that, which I thought was brilliant how they played that out. I thought that was great. So to have them stop Sky and then, you know, Tatum kind of stand up top on this time because, again, yeah, you're going to do this. You're literally going to come from the same barricade twice. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I like that. I liked how they kept Isaac from interfering, how they were up there on stage keeping him from going in there too. I like that. Now, like I said, I like that Isaac's back. Yes, hopefully we get some Isaac Sky here and there, but eventually that breaks off. So, again, we get the unhinged, murder everyone Sky. Don't listen to anyone.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Isaac. Don't listen to Taryn. Don't listen to anybody. I think that would be beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that would actually, yeah. But, and of course there was that promo, which I think did its job. I'm pretty sure the fans would love to see Sky turn Tatum inside out now.
Yeah.
So, So, that was Wrestlepalooza. All in all, a good show. I'd say.
It was Palooza.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
But this weekend is going to be Abuse of the Law, which has really an interesting bunch of matches in and of itself.
It does, and obviously the show name plays into the Texas Wrestling Commission storyline, probably. So,
yeah, but we're going to have all three wrestling members of Los Rayos there.
Yeah, which again, like I said, that.
But since we're not going to have El Jefe there,
we were so close to getting everything, and they're just not. Hopefully, and like I said before, I understand he can't wrestle. Have Sykes on the outside. Have Sykes with them. Still give that manager role.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially with Muerte Inferno.
Yeah, because and that's the thing. So, to me, when we got that news. When I look at this, it changes. Because obviously going into this, they've been killing all the favorites. Cool. Muerte's going to beat Gabe. We know that's going to happen. Gabe's one of the favorites. They're building up Los Rayos. Tony's there. He'll interfere. Cool. Now, if it's just Gabe and Muerte straight up, yeah, it's probably Gabe. Like, it would be weird and doesn't make sense.
But these are guys that are hand chosen by Tony to begin with. So, let's have some faith in his choices.
It's one of those where... Next, I think Dylan, if we're going to look at this wrestling logic-wise, Dylan's the only one to win without interference, so to speak. Muerte, every win he's had, Tony has helped or done something. So it's one of those where, in my wrestling fan eyes, Muerte can't do it by himself. Doesn't matter if he's been hand-chosen or he's good or I like him or anything like that. He can't do it by himself. Now, if you had Sykes out there, okay, cool, like I said. He probably could beat Gabe. Yeah. They're going to double team him, triple, whatever.
That's possible, yeah.
But if it's just Gabe and Muerte straight up in a wrestling fan's eyes, it does not make sense that Muerte beat Gabe. It just doesn't.
Well, we'll see how that goes because with Los Rayos having the streak it's had as of late,
right?
When Gabe's had really in a while.
Maybe. It's kind of hard to remember, but yeah.
Since losing the belts, I think.
Maybe because we haven't really seen him singly, have we? It's only been tags, and then Tommy had the one singles.
He had the singles match against Tatum and lost that.
Oh yeah, that's right. He took Tatum's open challenge. So,
yeah. But we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Because this could be a story to build up Los Rayos.
And maybe
if they come in even without El Jefe and dominate,
but
that cements them as the dominant.
But
faction.
that's the thing too. You look at this and, hey, they don't dominate. They all get their asses kicked. It solidifies El Jefe as the guy that, hey, his guys can't do anything without him. This group is nothing without him.
Yeah.
Or, they kind of just all lose. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. You could go a lot of ways with it. I feel, to me, I would much rather keep building them up. So I would have, like I said, either Sykes come out with them or even the fucking team. They're all, the Dylan and Carlos is there. Have them all come out, the individual. Have them, because the entourage is going to be out there in the tag, which we'll talk about later. Yeah. Just have everybody out there.
But then we're also going to have, we have 2 women's matches. 2.
Yeah.
Richard actually booked 2 women's matches.
Are we sure Richard's alive and okay? Are we sure he's not sick? Is he okay?
He did make that post talking about something that we talked about a while back.
Yeah, that's true.
So, But MJ Santana will be back, and she'll be taking on the debuting Maya World. Both Demo and Dylan have talked about her like she is the best in the world.
Yeah.
So, definitely looking forward to this
We've seen MJ before. She's good. We've heard lots of things from Cavens and Demo. We've seen clips of Maya, so it's going to be interesting to see how well she is. Because to me, honestly, it is. Because of the clips I've seen and because of Cavens and Demo, I'm expecting something good. I really am. Like, the talk and the hype about Maya World, hopefully it is good.
Yeah, definitely. And then we've also got Hilda taking on Angel Blue, which this is a match that I'm sad I'm not going to be there to see because this is actually a match I would love to see.
This is one of those where it's like, I think this is the moment in time where we get Angel as she truly is.
Yeah,
as
get the megastar
as the fucking
back.
heel bitch that she is. That's going to be amazing. That's the Angel that, okay, cool. She's come back. We've gotten the feel good story out of the way. Bring the bitch back.
Yeah.
That is what I'm hoping this
And
is.
that's why it's like, I remember.
And I say that with love. She's super talented, but she's such a better heel.
No, but I'm just remembering when I was talking about how I was kind of upset that Morgan had turned heel because that left Hilda.
I wanted Morgan heel from the start.
I know, and I don't disagree. If there had been more face women wrestling, and then he goes off on this list, and he's like, Angel Blue. I'm like, for how long?
Yeah.
For how long is Angel Blue going to be a face? Because Angel Blue, anybody who knows the history of Angel Blue, she's not a face.
No.
She does not wrestle face.
Nope.
She is the natural woman heel.
Exactly.
So it's like her.
And I think Hilda has had good matches and has been in the ring against some. This is going to be the biggest learning experience she has. It's being in the ring with Angel.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
Yeah. Then let's see. We've got that fatal 4-way tag team match where the winners will be the #1 contenders for the MPX Tag Team Championship belts. The Brilliant Gems, Demo and Delin. Yep. I'm looking forward to if I'm talking about matches I want to see, I want to see the Brilliant Gems versus Purple Haze.
Yes.
Because that's going to be incredible.
They would be. Won't happen, but it would be good.
We've got the Entourage and Horsepower are both in there, with Entourage represented by Schaefer and LP.
Which it says, but we'll see, because they change a lot sometimes.
Sometimes that happens, but I feel like, okay, I love the Entourage and I love Horsepower, but they've kind of had their shot.
To me, when I look at this, if I'm ranking it as like what I think is going to happen, Los Reyes, Brilliant Gems, Entourage, Horsepower. That's what I feel are the options.
That's where I was going to go. Los Reyes, Dylan Smasher, and Carlos Diaz, Mr. No Cap.
And I feel
this one is the one I think that would make the most sense story-wise.
And the thing I like about that idea with Los Reyes is, so say they win the #1 contenders as Los Reyes, it doesn't necessarily have to be Dylan and Carlos that are the team to go against. It could be any member, probably.
I agree.
And I believe they said that this does take place next week, the title match. So
okay.
I think the title match, the winners of this will go on to the next show, which I forget what it is.
Tony's going to be back next week, so
there we go.
Los Reyes win confirmed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, of course, the championship match, one we've been talking about, you said that could be the spoiler here.
Right.
Tatum Manning taking on Exodus Prime, which is a classic when it comes to MPX.
They are probably each other's greatest rivals. The matches they've had has been amazing from the start. Literally, before we even really knew who Exodus was, when we were watching the 2018 Texas Contender or whatever New Texas did at MPX, where sadly no one was there and it wasn't great. Exodus
the matches were fine.
Oh, the match was fine. It was the crowd that sucked.
Yeah.
But Tatum and Exodus, that was their first time meeting, first match, and they just were fucking amazing. And then we've seen that grow on and on. Yes, that was Tatum and Exodus' first match. That was not their second match.
Yes, it was. Because that's where I started making the joke of, man, it doesn't matter what company they're wrestling for. Exodus can't beat Tatum.
I don't know. I think.
And then that finally happened at the Purge last year.
But yeah, this match, it is. It's one of those that plays spoiler. Do I think it happens? No. But it is one of those that they could easily pull a swerve. Because, it is Tatum's greatest rival. He could do it. So it's great. And then, we saw Richard make that post. Tatum is the second longest reigning.
Currently? Yeah. Total days.
Yeah. And
not single reign, total days.
He beat it.
Already?
Oh, right. Because there was like a 15-day difference or something like that.
So yeah. And then, he pointed out what Exodus this time last year, like you said, at the Purge, beat him for the title. So, but that was in a South Oak Cliff street fight.
Yeah.
This is not. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, do I think it happens? No. Could I see it happening? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But we're also going to have appearing Red Chambers, Jet Black, Rook Tyler, and we're finally going to see Brixton Shaw again.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So make sure you have your tickets for this weekend.
I'm telling you right now, it's when you look at those names, I know it's not going to happen, but I want Brixton and Jet. That match, I think, would be amazing.
Great. Yes. But make sure you have your tickets for this weekend. Abuse of the Law. Enjoy the hell out of the show. I will not be there. I'm going down to League of Lions this weekend. But either way, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you stay tuned because in just a short while, we're going to have the Valkyrie of violence, Morgan Mercy, here with us.
I won't be here. She threatened me. I can't sit here. I can't be here. She threatened me.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
It'll be fine.
Have you seen her chop people? No.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, no.
It's fine.
I'm not taking that.
Keep a kayfabe. Mark out.
See y'all Saturday. I'm not going to be here in like 30 minutes. Seriously, no. I'm not getting shot.
It's
not
it'll be
happening.
fine.
No, it's
It'll be
not.
fine. It'll be fine.
I have not drank enough for this.
Then drink more. We've got break.